Howdy, Chris here with Rangers Ranch Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the PowerTorque 9/16 spark plug socket. Now this is my first experience with the PowerTorque brand, which is the house brand for O'Reilly Auto Parts. Last night I was working on a vehicle that required a spark plug socket smaller than what I had, which I know is surprising with a socket drawer that looks like this. But O'Reilly's happened to be the only place that was available at the time that I needed it. So I decided to give it a try. Now at first glance, it's not a terrible looking socket. The chrome's not the worst I've seen. It's also not the best. You can see it's scratched pretty good the first use. And then also down on the 6-point bottom, there are some machining marks, which once again do not affect the usability or the function of the socket in any way. It's just aesthetics. The problem that we run into with this socket is when we pull it off of the spark plug, the little donut, the rubber donut inside that holds the spark plug in the socket comes off with the spark plug. Some people might not think that's the end of the world, but for me, the vehicle I was working on, the spark plugs were deeply recessed into small holes, and I didn't want to just drop the spark plug in there, and I couldn't use the socket to put the spark plug back in, because if I pulled off, the rubber ring or donut would have been left down there and prevented me from putting the coils on spark plugs. It does go back in. It's a little tricky sometimes to get it to go in straight. Sometimes it wants to turn on the side. But once again, what's the point? Essentially, I've got a deep socket with a 6-point on the bottom in terms of function. Would I buy the socket again? No. In fact, I'm probably going to return it because in my opinion, it does not meet expectations. I'm not a tool truck brand snob, but I do expect my tools to carry a certain level of quality, and in my opinion, this is not a quality piece when it essentially doesn't do the function that I bought it for because that rubber donut keeps coming out. Thank you for watching. Ranger out.